Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, go on with it.
Besties, do you have a second? Hey, friend.
Hey, best friend. Girl, what you doing?
Hey, the best squad. It's your girl, Ebony, the best. The best squad. Your girl done got her a little mic so she can sound a little bit more better when I'm talking, because when I listen to some of my lives or some of my content, I hear a lot of ruffling background noise. So I hope this works. So the best squad, I am wondering. So y'all know Martel did this so-called therapy with this lady, and I know that's not what he's taken to court to say, oh yeah, I went to therapy, because that's not what you're supposed to do. Maybe that's why he was thinking about the kids and talking about the kids more. But also in this scene, I think Martel was sending a message to Coleslaw. Not sure why now, or if he has now, like, the light bulb hit him to say, wait just a second. And maybe this is why he's throwing a tantrum at the Scotts, right? We know he blamed Letitia for his marriage, but we know that's a crock of you know what. You can't blame someone for something that you said. If you had to do it all over again, you wouldn't change anything. You wouldn't blame Letitia for something that you said you enjoyed these oranges, or you know, these oranges were so good. And now that the thrill of it is gone, you're trying to now say, after we've seen, sorry about that, we've seen Melody looked at you and told you that you're a type of person that um, don't know how to let go, or don't know how to cut something off. But guys, dissect this scene and listen carefully to the words and what he is saying.
Beautiful home.
Thank you. You acting like you have been here, haven't you?
Not in here.
You haven't?
We sit at the table because you have all your kids.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that table big enough for all of us. Yeah.
Exactly. How is everything with you?
Everything is
That's
overall
the
everything's
question.
good. You know, just
Miss Therapist, it seems as if you've been to Martell House one too many times, that he had to remind you that you've been here before, but you try to switch it up. Oh, you have, but we were sitting around the table because he had the kids. Where's your office, ma'am? Where's your office?
busy. Kids and sports. Martell started sports up, baseball, and Mariah. Just got done with a couple tournaments over the last couple
Awesome.
weekends.
Okay, so let's jump right in.
Yeah, let's not waste no time.
The best squad, why is Martell using the kids as a buffer? Am I right where I said he's trying to make it look like he went to see a real therapist?
I want to hear your goals.
My goal is to really just raise some successful children, and
That's a great
and,
goal.
yeah.
There's nothing wrong with
Now this is a joke. The successful children, are you talking about the 4-piece chicken nuggets, or are you talking about the little boy that you have while cheating on your wife, who is out of control, who is rude, who I don't even think he goes to school, allegedly, that you and his mama, you have no control over? Okay then.
that. However,
Yeah, I know. You're right.
that does not replace what your purpose is and what your calling is. Short-term goals are great. I want to make sure my kids do well this school year. I want to make sure they have the discipline that they need to become great adults. All of those things are good, but we've been working on just you elevating your vision for yourself.
Can someone please tell her that Martel has no vision for himself? Okay? His vision is to bother Melody daily for as long as he can. That's his vision. He has no vision. That's why Honest Wine is no longer online, right? His vision is to use his paramour to taunt his ex-wife. He has no goal, no desire, no nothing but to cheat all over Huntsville and wherever else he wants to cheat.
if I take any steps back with my kids in trying to build myself right now, if I do anything extra for myself, I think that they're going to be missing a lot right now. And it's just a sacrifice that I have to make. You know what I'm saying? It's a sacrifice that I know that that I was going to have to make going through the divorce and stuff like that, and just knowing my ex-wife and me knowing me, you know?
Why are those two things have to compete for you? You owe it to them
Yeah.
to develop yourself.
You're right. Let me stop having excuses. That's what I got. I have excuses.
That's what I got.
Because again, I can do that at 11, 12 o'clock at night in terms of self-development. So let me stop having excuses.
We've been talking a lot about
Can anybody tell us what would the M&M or the 4-piece chicken nuggets would ever miss out if Martel takes time for himself? If Martel stopped the things that he's doing, right, the narcissistic behavior, and focus on him, how is that taking time from the M&M kids when the Melody is doing an awesome job with them? And your paramour out here telling people how she's been some type of a role model for your children? Are you kidding me? The person who sat on a couch for a decade talking about Melody, now running her mouth to a blogger, right? You thought you were gonna come up. You thought you were it. You thought you were that bad bee. Now he's realizing that that's not enough. X, or SX is not enough.
inner substance versus the exterior.
Yeah. Digging
Surface
deeper.
level, digging deeper.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I've always said I'm mentally strong because it's like I can stop some in a minute, you know? But it just certain things. It's a certain thing that it's been difficult for me to stop, you know?
This narc says there is a certain thing that he just don't know how to stop because you're a controlling freak. Okay?
God has revealed people for who they are, their intentions and things like that. But people call them red flags. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I ignore them or I sweep it under the rug and I keep it in my life, and that becomes a circle, Mm-hmm. And I think that's damaging to me. It's even damaging to them too, know.
The red flag. The fact that you've been warned by so many people, now you want to talk about the red flag and people are not who they say they are supposed to be. And, you were the same one sitting up on, shout out to our girl Queen Sheba's live, telling us when you were asked question, how do you feel about the bird going around talking about your personal business that you pillow talk with her on social media? Your thing was everybody makes mistake and we already talk about it, right? The Best Squad, I hope you guys listen to it, and I want you guys to go back and just listen to it. He ain't talking about Melody. They've been divorced for 5 years. He's realizing, because sometimes life don't hit you until it hits you, right? Hence the reason I feel he's out here attacking Letitia for what she said. Well, besides them telling about telling on him, but it's hitting him. It's done. My marriage is completely done. There is no turning back. I will never be who I would have been when I was with Melody. You played every female that you got involved with for what? Only to stay with the poison, aka Ariane Curry, who I heard is blasting you.
Instead of me just, like you said, just cutting it off, sometimes I don't know how to cut stuff off.
And I get it. It's always difficult to sometimes let go of things that feel like we get some type of satisfaction out of them.
100%.
But you not being willing to let those things go and really focus on your development. I think it's the same thing you do with the children. You use the children to not really focus on your development. And none of these relationships are really getting the best of you.
Yeah, okay. Mentally, I have to become a lot stronger to let things go that I know that's not good for me.
Again, guys, he's talking about the bird. Had Martel had cleaned up himself, right? Well, I can't speak for them, but
When it
all
comes
right,
to
let's
people,
continue.
What else do you need to work on?
honestly, I think that's it. I'm, why you look like that? I'm so sorry. Well, as I talk to you, you tell me where I'm damaged at and what I need to work on, because I just know that has been like that's been major for me right there. Being able to cut people off when I know that they're not a benefit in my life, or when I know when they don't belong in my life. Put it like that. Yeah.
You need a vision. Without a vision, people perish.
Yeah, I've heard that.
It's really, the practice of mindfulness. Have you ever said, I'm just going to pray for a second?
I need to pray more, and I need to get it more to depth of praying as well. So yeah.
And it's easier when you set the atmosphere
Yeah, I'm with you.
to do it.
Okay. Okay, cool.
I believe in this clip. Oh, and shout out to Reality Entertainment. Shout out to Reality Entertainment. This is where I got it. If Martel really wanted to do better, Martel had 5 years to get it together for himself. But because this narc was depending on his ex-wife returning, because maybe that's something that used to happen in their marriage when she was forgiving him and letting him back in. So he got comfortable, right? He got used to that. So when when he sees that, okay, well, whoa, she changed her name, like this is like, no turning back, right? Now he's sitting out here, literally, I think this is the best in we've seen him so vulnerable, saying that he needs to let go and cut people off that is no good. And you know what, come to think of it, I don't know, y'all, but you can't talk about you want to worry about the 4-piece chicken nuggets because we know you ain't worrying about Knox, right? Because had you worried about Knox, best believe that the same fear you put in the M&M kids, if you had talked to your son like that and he get emotional, I'm going to show you a clip, guys, that I found. How Martel was threatening the 4-piece chicken nuggets with a belt, right? And not only that, he was like, oh, I'm not going to do it. I'm really not going to do it. Did you ever or put that fear in that little boy, the one that's running around? I'm telling you, Martel Holt, get that kid under control before it's too late. The Holt name, all attached to criminal behavior. Well, not allegedly, because your brother is in jail. Your daddy ain't no good. You are no good. But let me let you guys listen to this clip.
Who want that belt?
No.
Who want the belt?
No,
I said, who want it then?
not me.
Who want it?
Not me.
Mariah, Martell said you want it.
No.
Martell said you want it, Mariah. Do you want it? No, you're not gonna get it, baby. I was just asking. I love you, Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, but I don't want it.
Okay, sweetheart. You're not. I wasn't gonna give it to you. I love you.
Why don't this little kid have the same fear like you put in the M&M kids? Why? If you don't get this little boy under control, both of you, y'all gonna regret it. She's sitting on social media talking to bloggers, coming on live, talking as if life is all good. We saw the little boy already try to choke her out, right? On live, because he probably allegedly doing what he sees you doing. We heard your baby mama, not coleslaw, talk about how dangerous you are, how abusive you are, and how you always threaten to off yourself, and thoughts of offing people. You are a dangerous. That's what you should be talking about, those mental issues. The Best Squad, I was here trying to find a clip that it was with Melody and Martell, and Melody had said, I think it's season 1, she was like, I already told him that he is a narcissist. And Martel agreed. He was like, yeah, something is a little off. And then he was like, when Melody said that, the thing where Oprah says, you get a car. Martel says that. You're a narcissist. I'm a narcissist. I was trying to find the clip, but I can't. My bottom line is, Martel's sitting back with this therapist talking about the wrong thing. Stop trying to talk about the success of the Eminem kids, right? Because your goal is for them to get successful and probably be able to help you. Focus on that little boy. That should be your main issue. We don't want to hear him out here robbing ATM at age 18 or 10. We don't want to hear that. Get your house in order, as Letitia would say. Now, guys, I was watching Marquez, his story, and he put that, I thought I heard it from Millie Chan. I was watching a live, and she said Marquez is allegedly dating someone from one of the Love and Hip Hop show, and she didn't want to disclose who it is. So Marquez posts this picture. So I don't know if anybody knows which one of the Love and Hip Hop crew who has this on their hand. I don't really watch the show that much, so I wouldn't be able to even determine whose tattoo that is. But moving on from that, so I saw that Marceau finally broke his silence, and he really didn't say much. He was basically talking about his football thing or whatever, with his hands by his cheek. I don't know if he's worried about what's been going on, or is sending Wanda to do their dirty work. So he came on live, and I didn't notice anything but notice him that he's wearing his ring. So it looked like Letitia finally got him that ring, and he's finally wearing that ring. Listen, you're trying to do what now? Appease your wife after all this time, right? It's being said that you don't treat her right, so he was like trying to show some respect right now. Like she had said, when people see you without your ring, it's a form of disrespect to her, right? Anyway, the Best Squad, tell me what you think about all of this. What do you think about Martel basically, trying to let Ariane know, like, you destroyed my life, pretty much, right? And Marquez showing that picture of that girl, and Marceau finally wearing his wedding ring. Anyway, guys, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all in my next video. Talk to you later. Bye.
Baby shining bright like a diamond, meditate daily, baby enlighten, baby make racks, baby spend cash, baby go get it and she don't gotta ask, baby gon' run it up like an athlete, plays gold at the track meet, at the stadium show going super hard, cause baby a superstar, just bought a crib out of lake,